Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
This is the moment Raleigh police detained a man they're calling a person of interest in a string of shootings in Wake County. The video is relief for many people after at least a dozen shootings this week. The vehicles and homes that were hit were targeted at random. 2 people still detained at this hour. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Ashley Rowe. Take a look at this map. You can see the icons showing exactly where the shootings took place. In some cases, cars were hit. In other cases, the bullets hit homes. There are still a lot of unanswered questions in this terrifying shooting spree, and WRAL has team coverage tonight. We begin with WRAL's Carly Haynes, who is live in Southwest Raleigh off of Kenford Court. That's where police and SWAT team members swarmed a home this afternoon, taking 2 people into custody. Carly, for some time, neighbors were not able to get into their homes, and there is a whole different vibe there tonight.
Tonight, this neighborhood looks a whole lot different than it did right around 4 p.m. when police brought that SWAT team in after an investigation led them to that house over there. Flashbangs, the start of SWAT team members moving in on this Kenford Court home.
I suddenly start hearing loud noises, and I'm thinking I'm hearing a car wreck. And something's like falling off a truck.
Neighbors saw long guns drawn, then 2 people coming out in handcuffs.
Of course, we had been kind of on edge all day because there's been helicopters flying, in the area because of the incident that happened on Trailwood earlier today.
Neighbors got video of the 2 being detained in connection to a string of I-40 shootings this week. Avery Snoddy and Sarah Snyder surprised to see familiar faces.
They usually just kept to themselves, like they kind of come in and out of the house pretty quick.
12 shootings total, starting early Monday. 8 into cars, 4 into homes, and 1 person injured. Police now say they're all connected. Todd Aldridge was driving to work on I-40 Wednesday when a bullet nearly came through his window.
All of a sudden, there was like a real loud pop, like almost sounded like a gun went off inside my car.
Police say they detained 1 person of interest and another with ties to the home.
And yeah, we just never thought that it would be our neighbor. Of course, we've seen the news, but we've seen that guy,
Yeah.
He's lived here for a while.
A relief for those in this area after days of shattered glass and shattered safety. And police are not ruling out the fact that more people could be detained as this investigation unfolds. They're also putting out a $10,000 reward for anyone who may have more information. Carly Haynes, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
And this is video of the 2 detainees being handcuffed and put into police cars, still being questioned at this hour. WRAL's Aaron Thomas is live at the Wake County Magistrate's office trying to get more information about these 2. Aaron?
Yeah, Gerald, we have spent the past 6 hours going through the court system, just trying to find out the names of the 2 people taken into custody today, their background and where they're from, still trying to work on all of that. We happen to be here at the Wake County Magistrate's office because if charges are filed, 1 or both of these people will face a magistrate for the first time, go through the initial proceedings, and also they'll go through the issued warrant process. But as for the motive behind this shooting, that will likely come out in the interrogation room. In a string of at least 12 shootings over a 4-day stretch around Raleigh, police took 2 people into custody, linking them to the crimes.
However, we will continue to pursue all leads. We understand that the community is concerned and fear naturally follows whenever incidents of this magnitude.
The fact that they've got 2 people in detainment at this point, that's good.
A seal of approval coming from private investigator Hunter Glass. Having worked alongside the FBI as a police detective, we asked him about the possible motives.
Why target so many people at random and do something like this in the first place?
It's the adrenaline flow, just like drugs. That first one probably was so exciting, and then it just kept going. It's just like a drug, and they just kept going. Yeah, you're right. How long can I do it? How many can I do? That type of thing.
Authorities say the suspected shooter used a handgun, one of many clues Glass says led him to believe those in custody are inexperienced with weapons.
Again, that's why I thought it was more of a spontaneous type of activity. I don't think it was well planned out.
And WRAL will remain here on scene. We've been here for more than 6 hours now, monitoring the situation, waiting for potential bookings. And this case is far from being closed just yet. Aaron Thomas, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
NC State students received a wolf alert today after 2 cars were hit by gunfire on Trailwood Drive, just steps away from NC State's Centennial campus. The driver of one of those cars in this white Camry that you've been seeing images of over the last few minutes called 911 after a bullet hit his door. WRAL's Willie Danley joins us live from campus with student reactions. Willie, 2 shootings were the latest in the 12 connected shootings.
Yes, Ashley. Now that police have 2 people in custody in connection to these shootings, students both on and off of NC State's campus are breathing a sigh of relief. Students received a wolf alert on their phone today after the latest of the 12 shootings happened this morning on Trailwood Drive. This is video taken from Kentford Court when police detained 2 people in connection to the shootings. People on campus tell me they feel safer knowing that police have someone in custody. Some students told me they decided to take different routes to campus just to avoid I-40 after hearing of the news. Student Maria Smith told me about her reaction getting that initial wolf alert and now hearing that police have a person of interest in custody.
Kind of scared me because, I mean, that's a pretty serious thing. And my parents are also coming down this weekend and they have to use I-40, so I sent it to them and I was terrified. It's very relieving because, I don't have to worry about when my parents come, there's something happening. I have friends who drive and we're often using the I-40, so it feels a lot better to know that he's away and that I don't have to worry about it anymore.
NC State Police did assist the Raleigh Police Department due to the proximity that this incident happened to campus here. Security was increased while officers were patrolling the area, but now it's back to business as usual here on NC State's campus. In front of the bell tower, Willie Danley, WRAL News.
This is Brian Schrader in the WRAL Live Center. Those 12 shootings we've put on a map here to give you some idea of where they all happened. These are the 2 from Monday. These are the 8 from yesterday, including 4 residences, and then the 2 cars that were shot this morning. The star indicates the house where those 2 men were detained earlier this afternoon. So we wanted to show you the extent of those shootings in terms of how far away they were from that house. The farthest was 5 miles away up at I-40 at Trinity Road, and the closest was one of those homes just 1,500 feet away from that house. Taking a live look right now at I-40 at Carytown Boulevard, we want to let you know that police plan to step up patrols on that section of I-40 tomorrow.
All right, Brian, thank you. As police investigated that morning shooting on Trailwood Drive, a report of an active shooter forced the Governor Moorhead School into a lockdown. The good news is police determined that was a false alarm and there was no threat. Sky 5 flew over the scene around noon. People who worked there told WRAL the shootings and this false alarm had them worried nonetheless. Of course, we're going to stay on top of this story for any overnight developments. Make sure to wake up with WRAL's morning news. That begins at 4:30.